Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is going to be quick, okay? Because it's something that people really shouldn't have an opinion on. And I say this because you don't live with them, you don't know what's been going on. So, people talk. Yes, that's what people do. People talk. Okay, moving on. Everybody's made this slap that Chris Rock received bigger than what it is. Okay? It's just bigger. It's been made bigger than what it is. Yes, Will Smith got out of his seat, walked on the stage, and slapped him back to birth. I found it amusing. I'm not going to lie. I found it amusing. And I figured something was going to take place because it was coming. Something in me said something is going to happen. There's going to be a reaction that nobody's going to see coming. Will Smith gave Chris Rock that cookie lion slap. Load, cock, snap, click, release. I mean, he probably put some Goku behind it, because even though it was mics all around, that impact you just could not. That's a sound of an impact you will never forget. Never. That impact was just. I mean, open hand, right hand on left cheek. I mean, it was, he got nothing but palm. And I know that jaw kind of went, you know, because Will Smith ain't skinny and weak, okay? I thought it was funny. Will Smith did what he felt was necessary. Yes, it was an emotional reaction, but people are making it bigger than what it is. Yes, it happened. Do I personally think that Will Smith should have resigned from the awards? No. I really don't. But since everybody was blowing it out of proportion, you know, he felt it was right. In my opinion, he's worked too hard to get to this point and then bow out. But he did it because everybody was having something to say. Now, this is where it gets out of the slap and out of that whole moment. That's what it was, a moment. We have them. We have blackout moments. We have blonde moments. No offense to the blondes. We have moments where we just shut down for a moment in time. But oh, I hit the wrong thing. My bad. Almost shut down everything going on. Anyway, moving on. It was a moment. And how many of us can say that we're perfect and we don't have moments? I wish I could. Because I've had moments where I've cussed out a supervisor that I had, you know, whether be it through text or face to face. I've done it. I mean, I had one supervisor that, I went up one side and down the other. Moving on. But it was a moment. We all have them. Now, moving on. the memes that are being made about it, him resigning from the awards, other actors being questioned about it. How can you question somebody about something and you don't know the backstory? You don't know what's prior to. Example. My neighbors. They argue when they argue. I don't know what's going on in their house, and I live about a good 30 feet from them. If something happens, hopefully it never does, I can't have an opinion on it. Number one, that's not my argument. Number two, that's not my home. Number three, I don't have anything to do with it. I may have heard it because I'm max 30 feet away from them. But it seems like everybody has something to say about that moment. Nobody wants to sit and focus on his work that he's done. You know, his music, his movies, whatever else he's done. Nobody wants to focus on the good that he's done. Everybody wants to focus on this slap. Oops. Everybody wants to focus on a moment. We all have them. I mean, you can call it a temporary lapse of consciousness, a lapse in judgment, whatever you want to call it, but it was a moment. And that's what everybody is not understanding. You can't insert yourself into a moment, into someone else's moment, to justify or not. But he's being torn apart for a slap. Now, Jada didn't find it funny. She did not find Chris Rock's comment funny. I didn't either. Number one, Chris Rock is not funny to me. He irritates me, and so does his voice. But that's just me. I'm entitled to that. Now, I do believe Will Smith was laughing at it until he looked at his wife. Okay. He may have gone to a light chuckle, maybe a couple kikis, until he looked over at his wife. Neither here nor there. Whether he was laughing or not, neither here nor there. It was a moment. So are we going to sit here and keep replaying this moment over and over and over and over and over again for the next 20 years? Or can we just let this moment be a moment and let it be done? I mean, how many times have we had a moment where we blacked out and put our hands on somebody? I've had more than a few. Honestly, I've had more than a few. Am I going to lie about it? No. Am I going to be honest? Yeah. It was a moment.